Hi, I'm Stephen Hand from Archery Supplies. I sold one of these bows to a customer the other day, and I'm going to say about 3 months ago. Anyway, he dry fired it, so the bow blew up. Now, we sell these for $150, and I've done a review on them. And he said, no one told me not to dry fire the bow. Now, I do endless amounts of videos, and hopefully on all of them I mention don't dry fire the bow. Because customers come back and they go, you didn't tell me to not crash my car. Don't dry fire a bow because you're going to blow the thing up, okay? You may get away with it for 1 or 2 shots, you may get away with 10 shots, but eventually it will take its toll. And all that will happen is the string will come off the cam, and the string may or may not bend the cam, and it may snap the string depending on the poundage of the bow and a whole bunch of factors, right? You may get away with it. Like I said, I've had guys with an 80-pound PSEs dry fire the bow and completely get away with it, which is completely amazing. Anyway, he dry fired the bow. I don't know if the strings broke, but he lost in the process this little bit here. And all it is, it's like a little nut. It holds the string in place. And he comes in and goes, well, I need this part, and we don't have it, right? He goes, well, you should have the parts. We've been selling these bows for, I'm going to say I brought the shipment maybe 5 to 6 years ago, and I've still got plenty of them left. So, and I'm going to say I've never needed one of those parts. Now you could make it, you could go and get one machined, you could make it out of nut and bolt and screw, you could just make one yourself. But he's like, why did I buy a bow where you can't buy parts for? I'm going to start with this bow's $150. A set of strings for a bow, depending on who you buy them from, may be $170 or $400 depending who you buy the strings from. Then you've got to get them fitted. Okay, this bow's $150. Set of strings range from $170 to maybe $400 plus fitting. $150 for the bow. If you dry fire a bow and you break the cams, a set of cams is normally around $400. So if you dry fire a bow, your costs are normally a set of cams, the bow's got to be rebuilt, set of strings, anywhere from $170 upwards, depending on who you get the strings from, plus fitting, and then various other parts. The whole bow is $150. So I'm going to say, while the customer is very disappointing and probably drop a bad review, it is what it is. It's a cheap product. Now I'm going to say if you've spent $2,000 on a bow and you dry fire the bow and the cams are stuffed, you always ask nicely because a lot of times the manufacturer will help you out. I always suggest to ask nicely. They always, in most cases, they do help you out. There are going to be cases where they do and don't. So depending on the bow manufacturer, in most cases they do help you out. Especially if you go to your shop and the shop asks nicely, because they do it because it's in the interest of the shop. It smooths everything over. It makes the shop's life easier. It makes your life easier. It makes their life easier, because otherwise you've got to go to court and all that stuff is pretty messy. So anyway, so if you've got a $2,000 bow and you break the cams, look, it's probably worth getting a set of cams for. If your bow's $150 and the cams are $400, not worth it. If you brought the bow second hand and you dry fire the bow, well, is it worth it? Depends on the price of the bow and depends what you sell the bow for once it's fixed up. Now, if you've broken the cams and the limbs are probably around $300 and the cams are probably around $400, so now we're up to $700. The bow's $150. So think about it when you buy stuff, because for some people they go, $150 is a lot of money, and yes it is, but the parts can be quite expensive, and for some people $150 is not much money. So just bear that in mind and know when you buy stuff what you're buying. You can ask questions. I sold a longbow to a customer the other day 18 months ago and it broke. 18 months ago, 16 months ago, and it broke. And he goes, well, it's an American bow. And I was like, you paid $280 for it. It's a Chinese bow, and it broke. It's a piece of wood. He goes, well, there must be some sort of warranty. I'm like, there's no warranty. It lasts for 1 year and then that's it. Now, with the $1,000 American bows, I think there's still one year warranty. So if you're 13 months in, 14 months in, and the bow breaks on a traditional bow, well, that's pretty much it. The manufacturer won't help you. And a lot of time there's a big wait time on getting a product made. Like with Bear, for example, you might be 6 months, 8 months for them to make a product for you. So just bear that in mind. Wood is, and I'm going to say traditional, wood is very prone to temperatures and moisture and heat. So just bear that in mind when it sort of comes to warranty. So anyway, I'm Stephen Hand. Don't dry fire your bow. Think about heat, think about temperature, think about hot cars. Look, bows literally last forever. They really do. It's only if you dry fire, derail, or heat or cold. Like my recurve, and I'm going to say this, my recurve is strung all the time. But it's high quality limbs. They're $1,000 set of limbs, and it's strung all the time. I shoot it every day, never had a problem. They are bulletproof, and I think Fivix dry fire their limbs. I think in their charts they say so many thousand times it can be dry fired. But it's for $1,000 limb. Don't do it with $100 limb. So anyway, I'm Stephen Hand from Archery Supplies. Thanks for watching. Bye.